Andre Wade was just released once again, just come to reminisce about some things and giving God all praise today and giving my viewers and my subscribers thanks for helping me reach that 1,000K, y'all. Reaching that 1,000K, yeah. Reaching that 1,000K today. Yeah. Giving all thanks to y'all. It's all because of y'all. It ain't because of me. I just thank you for putting up with me, allowing me to continue to, station my videos when some of them don't probably make sense and some of them, yeah, it feel good. It feel good. I'm gonna thank you all once again. But I was thinking about just release. And I was thinking about, and how, a lot of YouTube viewers, they look for certain type of things to look up on and hear about on YouTube and on these stations that go through. And then when I told you, just release ain't just about, offenders, inmates getting out of prison, right? And it's not, because, through the course of me doing those years and not just so much of paying attention to the inmates, but I also paid a lot of attention to the officers, the Tdcj officers, who I give thanks to too, because some that watches my show right now today. And throughout the, when I told you I went to Eastham and I did those 10 years. And during those 10 years, I built up some relationships with some officers that, they went out their way for me in serving that time, and doing the courses that time. I appreciate, what they did for me. I really did because, the Garner's families, the Kitchens, the Johnsons, there's so many families that worked upon Eastham that allowed me to stay out of trouble sometimes, and I always was there to give me a positive input of who I was dealing with. Yeah, officers, because when on this show, when I look at them comments and and some of the comments, be like asking me to give them stories of TDC officers that did this and did that, wrong with officers. Well, there's a lot of TDCJ officers that go to work every day with the mindset of protecting the offenders that's inside these walls of confinement. And you look at it in the manner of a person, a lady, a man, officers that goes into these institutions to deal with these criminal-minded people that's been, locked up from the streets, violent offenders, and you look at officers that's probably 18 or 19 years old and having to go in there and deal with these criminals that the state has labeled as, criminal insane people. I remember and they have like a suicide watch. So you're asking an officer, female or male, to go and watch this person that could commit suicide. And we be so much focused on things that goes on in these institutions that can affect us, right? But we never take the time out to really think on how dangerous it is to go in these places and work, because I believe they have a contract that all the time they have like a no hostage contract where if inmates take a hostage of an officer, they're not coming out of there. They're not giving up nothing, and these people that's walking around in gray in these institutions, and not just so much as the officers in gray, but the women and men that comes in free will clothes and that come in to teach, come in to minister. You have guests that comes to the churches, and all these programs that goes on in these institutions. We have to look on how dangerous it is and what kind of mind frame that these people have, knowing that something can happen to them because they coming into that place, another zone of life that's totally different from the outside life. So just release ain't just about, like I say, offenders getting out of prison or offenders being treated wrong, because there are people that's in gray. There are people that's in free will clothes that goes in to protect these criminals from other criminals. And we have to realize that, on just release, we have to speak out in the behalf of the officers, the Tdcj officers that goes in and place their lives in danger on a daily basis. Because like I say, I think they have a contract where they have to sign where, ain't no hostages. They're not allowing, if you get captured by an offender and they threaten to kill that person, you're not coming out of there. You're not coming out of there. So with this mindset, with signing that contract, what it takes to sign that contract to place your life, to say that, if you get captured in any kind of manner inside this place. So I have to give, some thanks to the officers that allowed me to do some things that probably wasn't right. And then the things that they told me on a daily basis of things when I came in contact with them that they told me that was positive, and how they was praying for me. You had officers that, really prayed for me. And you have these officers and these teachers and these ministers inside these institutions. And they say Texas prison is the largest prison system in America. That's a large system. So you have a lot of people that comes inside those walls that place their lives in danger every day. Every day. So we got to be mindful also of these people, teachers, program, college people, all these people that goes inside these institutions on a daily basis. They're placing their lives in the hands of the officers. So, thumbs up to those in gray. Thumbs up to you all that's in gray, and to you all that's subscribe to my show, and the viewers. Thumbs up to y'all today, because guess what? Just releases at 1,000 today. 1,000 subs, and I'm so thankful. I'm thankful for you all that to continue from the start and seeing the progress, then seeing the downfall in my character, in my nature, but yet and still, you're still there, because, like I say, it's something great gonna come out of Just Release, and it ain't all about Andre Wade, because Just Release is for some people that view it and need this. They need this. That's why I say that when you tell somebody about Just Release, tell them hit that like button. Tell them hit that like button, because they're gonna like it. And if you have something that you can give to Just Release, if you have something that you want to speak out through Just Release, contact me. Contact me, man. We can put it out there. We can put it out there, because I do interviews. And this can go beyond that. You have offenders that's done paroled out and have something to say, still have a ministry of their own. They have something. You can do this with Just Release. You can do this with Just Release, because this ain't about Andre Wade. It's about us. It's about the subscribers and the viewers that comes on and give these likes and telling people. So, because we don't want to tell nobody that's gonna be a something that's not right, or it just don't make no sense. So let's make Just Release for the next 1,000 to come. That whatever you have to say, you can come say it. You can come give it. Because somebody want to hear. Somebody want to hear what it's like to be a TDC officer. So, or what it's like. How do you feel being a TDC officer and have to go into this place with these criminal maximum security units? They have those Supersede. Supersede. That's the name of a Supersede. So you got officers that goes inside and work, and it's a separate building of itself called Supersede. Supersede. So it takes a certain type of officer to work those Supersede. It takes a certain type of officer to work inside of TDC. So thumbs up to the TDC officers that places their lives on a daily basis to go among these men and these women that have been described as criminals. That's a threat to society. But yet, they go in on a daily basis. Some of them been doing it for years. Some of them passed it on to their children and then graduated and became Tdcj officer. So thumbs up today for just release. And I'll be back with something else. And thank you for all my subscribers and all my viewers. And I'll be back with something else.